We are back again, this time for Game Week 6. In this new series, Top Picks, I'll be sharing my two great options for each position for Game Week 6 to 8. One based on Fantasy Football Hub's predicted points, and one picked by myself using stats and fixture analysis to help you choose the best players for the next 3 game weeks. And of course, I'll be leaving out the premium players because that's too easy, so Salah and Haaland will not be in this video. First up, we got the Fantasy Football Hub Defenders pick, and they've gone for Chalobah. His predicted points are 14.4 in total for the next 3. That's the highest of any defender in the game. He currently has 2 goals and 1 assist in 5 games. And he did manage to score 3 goals and 1 assist in 2024-2025 season in just 23 starts. So he's a bit of a threat from set pieces. So you can expect to see some more goals from Chalobah over the season. He seems one of the most nailed defenders, probably outside of Cucurella. But for me, the fixtures don't scream clean sheets. He's got Liverpool sandwiched in between Brighton at home and Nottingham Forest away. Now, Brighton at home is obviously a tricky fixture. Brighton are quite an attacking team, and Nottingham Forest, whilst they were one of the lower scorers last season, I believe with Ange coming in, they're going to be looking to be a lot more attacking. So I would say that Chelsea would concede 2 out of 3 of those games, if not all 3. So unless you're looking at defensive contributions and maybe an attacking return from Chalobah as your go-tos for the points, then I would look elsewhere. And for that reason, I am going for Romero. He is the most nailed defender in the Tottenham side. He's the captain, and he's also the most threatening defender from set pieces. He scored 5 goals in 2023-24 season. He should already have had a goal, but for some poor refereeing against West Ham, he went up for a corner and managed to score, and the referee blew up for a foul on Kyle Walker-Peters, where there was no foul, there was no push, and there was no nothing. He just fell to the floor and the referee called it. VAR looked at it and didn't want to go against the referee. So really unfortunate for Romero, but he did manage to get an assist in that game. He also has decent defensive contributions, 0.7 per game, so very close to getting 10 per game. And most importantly, his fixtures: Wolves at home, Leeds away, Aston Villa at home. Each one of these teams has expected goals scored of under 1 goal per game, with Aston Villa and Leeds right at the top of the table, first and second respectively, and then Wolves are in the top 5. So neither of these teams score many goals. Combine that with Spurs being a decent side defensively and Romero good at attacking set pieces, I expect to see Romero outscore Chalobah. Let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments below. For the midfielder pick, Fantasy Football Hub have gone with Semenyo, and I can't really argue with this one. They predicted he'll get 18.3 points in 3 games. That's the highest of any midfielder outside of Salah. He currently has 3 goals and 2 assists in 5 games. He plays 90 minutes, he's on penalties, he's Bournemouth's talisman, and I expect him to get some returns in the next 3. He does have very decent fixtures: Leeds away, Fulham at home, and Crystal Palace away. As I said, I can't really argue with this one. He is owned by over 45% of managers, so he's risky to go against. I've wildcarded and he's in my team, so I would say put him in yours as well. But if I'm going to go against Semenyo, I'm going to have to pick somebody who has even better fixtures and maybe plays for a top team. For that reason, I've gone for Phil Foden. Seems like a bit of an out there pick because of Pep roulette. Obviously, Pep likes to rotate players, likes to change his attackers all the time, and Foden is a casualty of that. But to argue for Phil Foden's case, I would say that he has superior fixtures over Semenyo. Burnley have the highest expected goals conceded out of anybody. Brentford have conceded 10 in 5 games, and Everton also have highest expected goals conceded. They are away to City, so Everton will struggle against City. Now, does he play full 90 minutes? He did so against Man United. He managed to get a goal. And the last time Foden was in form, City won the league. So they seem to be trying to find the formula that works for them, that will click. And if Foden is on form, then he will be in the team. He is probably their best attacker outside of Haaland, I would say. So if he does play against Arsenal, let's watch how he plays. And if he performs well in that game, I would expect him to start against Burnley. Next up, we're doing forwards, and Fantasy Football Hub have picked Watkins. They predict that he's going to score 17.9 points, and that's just behind Haaland's. So I really can't see that one. He's managed to get 0 goals, 0 assists, Villa do not look threatening at all. They rank the lowest for expected goals with 0.76 per game. As at the time of recording, they haven't scored a goal in the Premier League and managed one in the League Cup, but they then went on to lose. There's really something going wrong with Villa. I just can't see Watkins getting that many points. Many managers share the same sentiment. They've got rid of him. He's dropped from 9 million to 8.8 million. And whilst the fixtures look decent with Fulham at home, Burnley at home and Tottenham away, I'm getting rid of him, and I'd expect most managers to do the same. So my forward is Gyökeres. However, the best fixtures over the next 3 would be Tottenham. They got some really good fixtures, as you saw from my slide with Romero. However, it's really debatable whether Richarlison starts all of those 3 games. Solanke's out, so he's definitely not starting. It's just whether you believe Richarlison starts all those games. Now, he got dropped game week 4 and then started game week 5, just gone. But he got dropped in game week 4 because he came back from international duty, played for Brazil, obviously had a long flight journey, so they rested him. There is another international break, I believe it's October 11th, and game week 8 is October the 18th. So does he get dropped for that game week 8 as well? And for that reason, I'm going to avoid Richarlison, although he is a good pick if he does start all 3. I'm going to go for Gyökeres because he's got an expected goal involvement of 0.7. He's already scored 3 goals in 5 games. He does face the Newcastle side, which will be really tough. They've got a really good expected goals conceded rate. I believe they're the best in the league, but they do have West Ham at home and Fulham away. West Ham have conceded 13 goals in 5 games, which is the highest in the league, with Fulham's expected goals conceded at 1.4, which is almost 2 big chances per game. And they've only faced 1 top 6 team so far. That team was Chelsea. The rest have been middle table teams. I include Man United in that, and they've still managed to concede nearly 2 big chances per game. So you'd expect Arsenal to create more chances against this Fulham side. So my pick is Gyökeres for the forward. And that's it for this week's top picks. If you do enjoy this kind of content, give the video a like, drop a comment with your picks, and I'll see you in the next video.